What's up, everybody? Master Reactor here, and today I have a replay versus Chaos Control, and I was on Mod Control. I think I'm just gonna stick with Mod Control because the deck is just so fucking sick. Like, the shit that it can do is really crazy. So we'll do the card by card real quick, show off the deck, see what the goo's looking like. We got one BLS, one Breaker, double Chaos Sork, double Deco, double Faith, double Mask, double Night Assailant, Sangan, Sinister, triple Thunder Dragon, Tribe, and Tsukiyomi for the monsters. 19 monsters. For the spells, we have one Card Destruction, one Duo, one Graceful, one Heavy, two Nox, Pot of Greed, Snatch Steal, double Upstart. And the traps, there's a lot of them, 11. We have two Jar of Greeds, one Mirror Force, two Wing Blast, one Ring, triple Solemn, and double Trap Dust Shoot. Got to cut a lot of stuff in here. Had to cut Book of Moon. Had to cut MST. I mean, I know Road Decree does shit on this deck. That's why it's sitting here in the side deck with a Mobius. If I do see it, I will side into MST and the Mobius. So we're going to the side deck, though. That is the main 40 cards. We have the side deck as King Tiger Wanghu, which is really good against Chaos Control. Really good against Go Control. Really good against Reasoning Gate. We have a Kaiku for the Turbo. We have Mobius for Burn or any deck with Royal Decree. We have double Zombira for the Warrior. We have the one Book of Moon for Go Control. And Chaos Control, pretty good. Stop their Thousand Eyes. We have double Mind Control for the Turbo. We have one MST. Like I said, if I see Royal Decree, I'm putting this in. We have double Mystic Walk. This is for any burn. We have triple Saku for the Warrior and one Torrential Tribute. And the extra deck is irrelevant. So that is the deck. We will go on to the replay. Let's first of all see what place I'm in real quick. Check it out, because I'm not really sure. I think I've won like 3 or 4 in a row, though. I know that. Should be in like top 30, I want to say. Hopefully. Yeah, I'm in 23rd. So, yep, pretty damn good. I was in like 80th. So, moving on up there. Let's do the, what'd you call it? I also got 8th place with this deck. Not the same deck. The deck list is on GoFormat.com. Yeah, I've won 4 in a row with it. I lost 2 in a row right here. I think I was on regular Turbo, and I just said, screw it. I'm sick of playing Turbo, so I just went right for the Mod Control deck. And it's been doing pretty well, because I've won 4 in a row with it. So, we'll do the replay versus 1v9Decimo. That's pretty cool, Decimo. His last name's Simo. So, this guy was actually pretty cool. He told me I was really good. I don't know if he was being, like, sarcastic at all, because I was really just getting really good cards against them and playing really good. So I throw scissors, he throws scissors, and I throw paper and he throws rock. He thought I was going to go back on scissors, but I went on paper. If he would have back on scissors, he would have got me. So I get to go first. You love to see it. I open pretty busted here, game 1. I open Mask, Dust Shoot, Snatch, Sangan, Wing Blast, Pot. I Pot of Greed into Night Assailant and Mask of Darkness. So I decided to set the Mask, set the Dust Shoot, and set the Wing Blast and pass. He's got Tomato, Scapegoat, Sangan, Breaker, Duo, and BLS. So I opt to put back his Breaker because I don't want him to summon it and pop his back row here. Although maybe that wasn't the right play, but he hits me with the Duo here, and he gets Sangan, which is unfortunate, and I just throw out Mask of Darkness. He summons the Mr. Tomato and crashes, and now I'm thinking about if I want to Wing Blast this, put it back on top, but I just feel like there's really no reason to do this. So I just let him attack it, and I grab Dust Shoot back. And I know it's going to be hard to resolve his Dust Shoot, but I think I'll be able to do it because he has Sangan. So I draw into Heavy Storm, which is pretty dead because I know it's Scapegoat. I just set the Night Assailant, and I just pass. He draws into Snatch Steal, which is pretty dead. He summons Sangan, and I decide to destroy the Tomato, and he attacks for 1,000. And now I decide to end phase, target the back row. He tries to chain it, but he summons Sangan, so he can't do it, and I tell him you can't do that. Reason why I do this is because I'm looking for a monster so I can attack over it, and then it will get shuffled in, and it will go to 4 cards. So that's what I was trying to do, but unfortunately I drew Faith, so I did not find the monster. So I just set the Faith, and I just pass. He draws into the Scapegoat, which I know it is. He goes to battle and hits my Faith, which is a really good draw because I get Pot of Greed back. And he sets the Scapegoat and passes. I draw into Solemn Judgment. I fire Pot of Greed into Thunder Dragon and Tribe, and this is just perfect for this situation because now I'm going to get him the 4 cards and I can Dust Shoot him again. So I just summon this Tribe here, run over the Sangan. He picks up Tsukiyomi. I set the Solemn, set the Dust Shoot, and pass. I standby phase, hit him with a dust shoot. I send the Tsukiyomi back. He's got meta, BLS, and snatch. So his BLS is dead, and his other cards are kind of live, but see what he decides to do. He decides to, instead of burning the snatch, decides to set it and pass. I draw into Sinister, which is a pretty dead card here. So I just go to battle, get him for 16. He takes it. I set the Sinister, in-face scapegoats me here. I could soul him this, but I'm like, there's no really reason to. Let's just let him play it, whatever. He draws into Faith, which is a really good card for him to draw here. It's his light. He has a duo in the graveyard he could get, or another scapegoat, or his meta. So he thinks for a minute here. He fires the meta, takes my tribe. I say, okay, that's fine. You got me. Boom, hits it, and he gets in with 1,000 Eyes, attacks a Sinister. I draw into Chaos Sword. I do have the Dark and Light here, but I'm worried about what the set is, so there's no reason to really drop this here and banish the 1,000 Eyes. So I set Sinister and I just pass. He draws to another Faith. He goes to battle and hits. I say, okay, it's Sinister. And I draw into a pretty good top deck there with the Snatch Steal. And I didn't even get the Sinister back. I got real happy with the Snatch Steal and just Snatch Stealed the 1,000 Eyes. Flipped it up, set it down. I hit a goat. And I flip it up, take his Faith. And I just pass. He draws into a meta. So he decides to think for a minute and Snatch Steal the 1,000 Eyes. I do not soul him again. I draw into a really good top deck here with the knock, so I just summon Tsukiyomi. I gain my 1,000, run over 1,000 Eyes, and then I knock his monster. It is a Faith, so those are all gone, and I just pass. He draws into Torrential Tribute, which is pretty nice for him. He sets the Torrential and passes. I now get my Sinister back. Decide to set the Wing Blast, set the Sinister, and just pass. He draws into a Mirror Force. He sets the Mirror Force and passes. I draw into Ring of Destruction. Probably should have just sacked this up here and went for it, but instead I just went for the Tsukiyomi play. Probably not the best play there. I probably misplayed a little bit there, but it's fine. Just try to go to battle here. He does Mirror Force with Tsukiyomi, so I'm like, okay, that's fine. And I set Ring and I just pass because I have Solemn Judgment. He draws to a Deco, which is pretty nice for him here. He sets the Deco and just passes. I draw into Breaker the Magical Warrior. I run the Breaker out. I pop the back row. When he doesn't Torrential here, I think that he's on something big. Like his I think he's on something. So I decide just to attack the goats, and then on his turn, I Wing Blast and put the monster back on top because next turn I'm going for a game shot here. He decides to set Solemn and set meta and pass. I draw into another Solemn. I'm like, well, I'm just going to go for it here. I tribute both and hit him for 32. And I ring, and he tries to Solemn and I Solemn it. So that's game one. Game two, I boarded into like King Tiger, Kaiku, maybe like a Mind Control and a Book of Moon. I opened pretty damn busted again, not going to lie. He's got meta, Scapegoat, BLS Breaker, Sinister, and Creature Swap. So he sets a Scapegoat and passes. I've got Duo, Tribe, Deco, Fade, the Pot of Greed, and Breaker. He duos me, and unfortunately, well, I pick his Breaker, which is good, but he has Sinister, so that sucks. I fire the Pot of Greed. I draw into Heavy Storm and Sinister. I decide just to fire this Heavy, hoping that it's Scapegoat, so I can just summon this tribe and get them all off the field. I know I did go neg there, but it's fine. Hoping that a Scapegoat. Heavy Storm's not really doing shit. He draws into another Scapegoat. So now he just uses meta, summons 1,000 Eyes, sucks up the tribe. Hits me for 16. I draw into MST, which is pretty nice. I grab a Sinister back. I set the MST, set the Sinister pass. He top decks into Tsukiyomi, which is pretty nice. Sucks up my Sinister. I say okay. And he sets the Scapegoat and passes. I draw into a Thunder Dragon, so I discard it and grab 2 more. And decide to summon Breaker, and I pop the back row, and he decides to Scapegoat here. So this is fine with me. It locks his board up. I'm like, alright, let's go. He draws into a knock. He goes to battle. I decide just to MST this, just so 1,000 Eyes will get destroyed. I figure it's the best case scenario because all of his, he's burned a meta, and he has a Tsukiyomi lock anyway, so I just don't want him to keep hitting me with Breaker. So I burn the MST there. He sets knock as a bluff and passes. I grab my Sinister back. I decide to hit one of the goats. I set Sinister and pass. He draws into Book of Moon. He summons Tsukiyomi, crashes. And then he just sets the book and he passes. I draw into a Sork, which is pretty dead at the moment. I just go to battle, hit one of the goats, and just pass. He draws in a Heavy Storm, which is pretty dead. He grabs his Sinister back. He summons Sinister, switches it over, tries to double summon Tsukiyomi. I say no. He hits me for the 1300. I take it. I'm at 41. He sets Heavy Storm and passes. I draw into Mirror Force. I grab the Sinister back. I set the Sinister, set the Mirror Force, and just pass. He draws into Metamorphosis. He knocks the face down. It is a Sinister. He summons Tsukiyomi, tries to attack. I Mirror Force. He thinks about it and Book of Moons is Tsukiyomi. I say, okay, that's fine. I draw into Ring of Destruction, which is pretty nice. Decide just to drop the sword here. Go to battle and hit. And I set the Fate and set the Ring, and I just pass. He activates Heavy Storm, and I just pop his shit. He summons the Mystic Swordsman and gets into my face down. It's a Fate. And he passes. I draw into a Sork, and I don't have a game shot here because I'm like literally 200 off. So I just flip it up, attack him, put him down to 34, set a deco, and just pass. He draws into Kaiku, which is pretty damn nice here. He sets the Sinister and hits me with the Meta. Grabs Thousand Eyes of Strix, sucks it up, and he hits my deco. I draw into BLS, and he cheats me again by summoning Kaiku, and I didn't even realize it because he summoned Sinister. And he cheated me there, but it's fine because I have game. I snatch steal, put the Thousand Eyes down, flip it up, suck up the Kaiku, tribute it for Thunder Dragon, drop Chaos Sword, drop BLS, G fucking G, let's go. That's how you do it against Chaos Control. Y'all hit the like, hit the sub, have a good day or night. Peace out.